Hello everyone, it's SystemCollapse, and I'm back yet again playing Age of Engineering. And in between episodes, I did a fair amount, so let's go take a look and get right to it. First off, let's go down here, yes. Let's go look at our atomic multiplier. Seems like where I spend the bulk of my time lately, so yeah. I'm still multiplying things, so I found out we can multiply the photovoltaic cell 4s, which is actually amazing, because they take tons of glowstone. I actually ran out of glowstone between episodes. I actually had to run my ore miner, which I haven't had to do for a long time. You can also do the ultimate control circuits, which really aren't that expensive outside of the tantalum. But at the same time, it's a bunch of crafting steps, right? So it really just speeds things up. And at this point, that's all I'm looking at. I'm not even really looking at the price of the materials anymore. I'm looking at what will make things faster. So, yeah. That's that, pretty much. Let's go up here. Bam. I added this. This is another creative capacitor. I've actually made a bunch more. Let's go here and go to creative. Let's not go there. Let's go here and go to creative. I actually have 7. I actually should have enough to make another one now that I think of it. Creative. Actually leave that up too because I'm going to need it. Bam. I do have the flux. Make one more. This will give us 8. This means I made 9 between episodes to give you a count. Plus the 8 that we already have. So that puts us at 17. Which is what you need to beat the pack, but I'm going to make another 10. I think I already stated that before, because why not? It's just power at this point, for the most part, right? I could just leave it in there, let it multiply, and that does the bulk of it outside of like coal and redstone and a couple other materials. Yeah. Anyway, what did I want this for? Oh, I just wanted it. Because we needed it later in the pack, if we get to that point. But I have this as quantum generator. It's pumping out 32,000 EU. I believe that this thing is getting 44,500 EU right now. So it is pumping out iridium at a very fast rate. So we go here, we go to iridium. Right there, we have 5,093. I need 4,096 for the creative vending later in the pack. So yeah, that's kind of like the end game thing. So that. But I'm going to let another 1,000 or so be made, then switch it over to something else, maybe. Don't even know what else is worth making at this point. Yeah. Maybe Cenarium, but I don't even need Cenarium much anymore because I'm just multiplying the larger parts that take Cenarium. So, yeah, maybe a little bit of Cenarium. But anyway, that's that. Over here, I started pumping out some capacitors with my UU because I haven't been using my UU. I kind of forgot about it and just left it. So I'm pumping out capacitors because some things are taking massive amounts of capacitors now. I think, do I have this turned on right now? I do. I'm going to see how many capacitors I have because I don't want thousands. I've got 1,200. I'm going to let that go for another 800 or so. I did have it up to 2,000 and then I used a ton. Let's go and look at, I also did advanced alloys. So I think I have about 2,000 of them. Boom. Which again, isn't about the materials. It is simply about speeding up my craft times. So when I want to make a solar now, a quantum takes me about 4 minutes now. But originally when I first started making them, they were taking me 30. So yeah, I can make them pretty quick now. As long as I have all the other resources. And the only ones that have given me trouble have been glowstone, and my iron actually got down really low at one point. But we're back up to wow, we're down to 45,000. I've used 30,000 just today, doing some odds and ends. Anyway, that is pretty much all I did between episodes, other than gather up my fluid tanks. So they're all in the system now. Our IC2 hot fluid and our empowered oils in here. That's good. And our biodiesel. We have a whole bunch of biodiesel because I did not know I was going to be doing it the way I was going to be doing it, or I'm going to be doing it when I first, started this pack. Anyway, in here I got a bunch of stuff. So I got 7 vats, got some conduit, got some fluid conduit, and anything else. I need one of them, and maybe 1 crate for this setup. We're going to get to work on the last 2 fluids. So the last 2 fluids, well, last one, let's look at one of them anyway. Let's look at Dew of the Void. It's actually probably easier to do it through a vat, so let's do it that way. And I'm going to do a 7 vat setup just to make it a little faster because the making of nutrient distillation is pretty slow. Anyway, probably a 6 setup. I don't know why I was thinking 7. Anyway, let's go here and go to show recipes. This is the recipe here. So it takes water and a meat product, including mob heads, and some kind of plant thing. It's kind of weird, the secondary, because mostly it's plants, except for those fermented spider eyes. But yeah, and then it pumps out nutrient distillation. You take that neutral distillation, mix that with grains of piezoality, which is a pulsating crystal ground down. And then you also have to have grains of the end, which is an ender crystal ground down, which is a soul vial of enderman with a vibrant crystal. And that makes Dew of the Void. We had to make that earlier in the pack for the matter transmitters and matter receivers. And then the Dew of the Void gets turned into Vapor of Levity, which is our target. And that again takes grains of piezoality and the prescient crystals, I guess, prescient, which get broken down to grains of prescience. There we go. And yeah, these ones take shulkers. And I had a shulker, well, I had a soul vial of shulker a long time ago. I just set up the spawner, and I've already crafted, I think, most of the grains we needed, because they're very slow to craft with the... It takes Soul Binder, right? Soul Binder is one of the it is the slowest Ender IO machine, maybe next to this vat. Anyway, we're going to go like this and probably like that. That's probably a good setup. But anyway, we're going to get to doing this, and it shouldn't be too hard. I'm not expecting any difficulties here. This stuff's pretty basic. That we'll need some item conduit, I guess. We could just run that up the back. And then maybe some power conduit beside that. There we go. And we can run some power conduit over here. And maybe one of these advanced power cells. Boom. And the main reason this machine is slow is because this, unlike most Ender IO machines, it doesn't have a slot for an upgrade. So just the thing. What else do we need here? We're going to need a elite fluid tank. I'll probably put that right there. Set the output. That one I set the output to. We'll need some fluid conduits coming down here. Probably a good idea. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Gotta set those all to auto extract. In and out doesn't even matter. I always put the insert on insert though, just so it doesn't hold all the liquids in the tubes. There we go. And that should be good. I think that's pretty much everything we need except for water. Did I make a ender tank? I can't remember. Oh no. Oh, I thought it was gonna break my terminal. Anyway. Oh, also too, when you're breaking these tanks, make sure you use a Neotech wrench, or you're going to void the contents of the tank. Just a little heads up there. What do we need? Ender tank. Ender tank, we have one. We'll also need a couple lapis, I guess. Let's grab like 3 of that. 1, 2, 3. Just so I can get it on the right channel. And I guess I could just run it down the other side. I could run it through the same side, but that would be messy. Let's grab a conduit here. Boom, 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 boom. And that. Because these do need water in them. And then they need to be on the right channel, not my lava channel. There we go. That'll handle that. Again, I'm just going to set that to auto extract. And I'm going to set all these to insert, not extract. Because that'll make a mess of things. Boom. And these ones are going to take a while. The Mead and this one, they're not very fast processes at all whatsoever. But this one's going to produce, I think they produce 500 buckets per recipe with the recipe I'm going to use here. So it's not too bad, but that's why I have 4 of them set up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Sure. What do you got for sugar? Probably not enough. Oh no, we got 8 stacks. There we go. We're just going to throw those into a crate, which I meant to set up and I did not. There we go. I guess we can put those... Doesn't even matter where these go, to be honest. 3, 4. Guess we can throw the crate on the back. Right about there. We'll throw all this junk in there. Bam. I'm just using Enderman heads too. You could use any head, just because I have so many of them. Because I've been running that Enderman farm all pack to feed my energetic generators. Gonna set those all to insert. And why aren't they? Oh, that one's getting items. Oh, it's gonna flow down, right? Probably. Yes, I should buffer these myself, then I don't have to worry about that, because they will get backed up once they start producing liquid. Just gonna buffer them. Here we go. Doesn't have to be complete. And I don't have to bother with speed filters, because there's really no point. There we go. And there we go. So that'll make quite a bit of that. I might actually need more Enderman heads and sugar. I haven't really mapped out how much of that I needed, because that's pretty much free resources. Did I set all this right? They're almost done, right? Yes. So we got 1.5 tanks. And next we need our grains. So let's grab those. You can see here I have a good amount of them. And boom. I think this is the right amount. We're going to find out real quick. Well, I have a little bit extra when I was setting up the recipes and stuff, but not that big a deal. There we go. So, yeah, I think you need 2 stacks of, well, this is to make 2 tanks of 64 anyway. 128, 128, and then 256. So I think that's how it works. So we'll need grains of pisality in here, and we'll need grains of the end. Then we'll need grains of pisality and grains of science. There we go. And this should, once it's done, I kind of want to watch it once. Once it gets through the 1 cycle, it should pump out 1 bucket, and that 1 bucket should be enough to start this recipe. And then it should end up in this tank. And the funny thing about vapor levity is it floats up. It doesn't actually go down like most liquids, like you would expect. Yeah, it goes the opposite direction. Come on, finish things up. Then we can move on to other things. Bam. Got 1 in there. There we go. Hit 1,000, start the recipe, and there we go. I do have to manually feed these ones, I guess, but it doesn't really matter. Don't see a point of setting up a filter. I guess I could just do 2 more crates really quick, couldn't I? Do I have any crates in here? I do. There we go. Then I can just set and forget it. All I have to do is come back and change the tank. Here, boom, goes pull. Here, boom, pull. There we go. Then grains of pisality, grains of the end, and grains of pisality, grains of science. There we go. That'll handle that. And I just want to see this finish to make sure the liquid gets out there, and if so, we'll get on to short mead. The mead is not that hard either, but again, it's short. Not short, slow. You basically got to make honey first. So with the honey, you need to get honey drops. To get honey drops, you got to run honeycombs through a centrifuge. Certain honeycombs. We're going to be using 2 different kinds because we need the honeycombs for this, and we need honey. I think it's honeydew for a step after this. Let's see here. I can't seem to back up. There we go. Here we go. Yeah, you need the honeydew in the fermenter with the honey to actually make the short mead. So, yeah, something we're going to have to do, but not a big deal. There we go. It is producing that stuff, and this is 1 bucket. It's a 1-to-1 ratio, so I'm going to pretty much leave it. Let it go, and grab some more stuff here. We've got some fermenters. I didn't mean to have this many centrifuges. I found one afterwards. There we go. I guess that adds up. 5, 6, 7. Yeah, because I made 7 of these intricate circuit boards. They're pretty easy. So, board. These are just good for speeding up machines from forestry. So you take one of these circuit boards, and there's the different kinds, but each one you can see fits a different amount of electron tubes. That's why I use the intricate. They're the highest one you can upgrade, right? So it could take 4 tubes. And I put in, each one has speed boost 2. I think that takes the blazing electrode. Yes, these ones here. Bam. You just need, yeah, just that there. Thermal, fabricator, 5 blaze powder, couple redstone, or actually it's it's not that recipe at all. It's this one here, the redstone, the thickened glass, and that jazz. Not a big deal at all at this point. And you take that with a solderer. There we go. You throw basically one of these in here. You can add which electron tubes you want to add. Make sure it's on the right one. You want a machine upgrade for most machines, but for like the farm or the manual farm or the electric engine, it's different ones. But yeah, they just make your machines faster. Anyway, just thought I'd show you that. Bam. Again, we're just going to do this ugly, quick, fast, and get to it. So, bam, bam, bam. I guess I'm going to do 5. I wasn't planning to, but it will make it faster, so why not? Let's go item conduit. Boom, 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 boom. I guess that's good. And I'm probably going to have one do honeydew, and the other ones I'll do just the honeycombs. Not honeydew. There's dripping combs and honeycombs. Let's look at the dripping. The dripping. Boom. The dripping cones are going to give us our honeydew. That's where we're going to get honeydew from. It's a 100% chance. And I'm going to just run one machine that just runs that. Nothing else. The other machines are all just going to run normal honeycombs. There we go. Here we go. And go bam. Not there. Centrifuge. And that'll give us our honey drops. Because I have a lot of honeycombs. I only have about 800 of the honeydew. So yeah, I don't want to push my luck. Let's do that. that, and that. That'll get the combs in there. Guess I'm going to set a filter and a priority. Let's go here. Let's go to priority 1. And I had a filter. I might need one more filter, but I'm not going to worry about that right this second. So we'll come over here. This is going to be just the feeder line anyway. Here we go. And I need one honeydew before I can actually do anything with the filter, but we'll do that. I guess I could run a couple through it right now. Let's go grab dripping cones. There we go. Yeah, I have 810. Because I never did pull this automatically in the system. I really had no point to. We are going to need some power. Let's grab that. Guess we'll just run it right up here. There we go. And I'll need one more power cell, which I have right here. There we go. I've been using these power cells all over the place. These are the ones that I had originally hooked up to our atomic reconstructor. I keep calling it atomic reconstructor. The atomic multiplier. These things are a little weird too. When they go up once and they do nothing. So when it gets a new item, the first bar that goes up, it doesn't really do anything. It just kind of goes up, kind of sits there. It'll do it right now. Bam. That first bar just moved the dripping comb in. The next one actually tries to get a drop out of it, so it should get a honeydew. Nope. See, if it doesn't get one, it destroys it. If it does get one, it tries again and tries to get the secondary item. So it's a little weird how that works. And they're not very fast, but like I said, we could speed that up quite a bit. So let's do that. Boom. Get them all sped up. There we go. And boom. And I don't know why I thought I needed a honeydew. I do need a honeydew, just not the second. The first one I needed was actually these here. Let's go here. Whitelist on a priority 1. There we go. Then we'll need a crate. There we go. And that way I can just throw all the combs in here, and they should end up where they belong. There we go. Nothing down there, right? Okay, so the next thing we need to do is the squeezers. So let's actually... Ooh, lag. Let's set those up first. I don't know why I tried to head over there. And these ones, they take power, right? Missing resources. I can't remember if this one takes power or not. Put one there. One there. I think it does. I think one of them doesn't. Yes, it has an RF bar. I see it over there. Sneaking. There we go. So I guess we'll give those RF, and that'll work. So they have RF now. We need to pull everything except for the honeydew into here. So we'll do that. Let's go here. We'll just set all these to extract. Boom, boom. And these machines are not quick by any means. There we go. I'm just going to use 2. I probably could only just use 1, but why not use 2? Let's grab some combs. So I want the drippings. Let's grab those. It's going to switch spots in a second. There you go. Always got to be ready for that. And the rest are just honeycombs, so boom, boom. I'll get the rest of them in there in a bit. Boom. Get that stuff in there. There we go. Let's make sure everything's getting stuff. It's getting nothing. What do I have wrong here? Oh, I didn't actually set it to extract. That'll work. That's going. That's going. They'll buffer up there in a second. I'm not going to bother with speed upgrades, but I want to see the honeycomb in there. And that's what it's going to do. And each one is going to give us 100 millibuckets, which is why it takes so long. Okay, let's get a fermenter here. Bam. I think we can live off one of these. Yes. Does this one take power? I don't think so, because I think it takes a fuel, which it could take. There's 3 different fuels it could take. But before we even worry about that, let's actually... We need to pull the honeydew over into this one, because that's what actually is kind of the catalyst, I guess, to make the short mead. There we go. I'm going to set that to insert. Guess we'll set that to extract. Hopefully that's getting there. There we go. We have that. It wants honey, so we could probably give it some of that. Pretty easy, just by setting these to extract. And setting that to insert. There we go. It's got honey. What's the last thing it needs? It needs fuel. Yes, just fuel. We're just going to use fertilizer because it's really easy. Fertilizer, and I'll show you the other fuels here in a second. There we go. Going to make some of our appetite sandwiches. Let's do that. Bam. Throw that there. We'll just put a crate back here, I guess. with an item conduit. We'll extract that. Insert. And I guess we could just throw those in there. There we go. And does it need power? This is the moment of truth. It needs power. Okay. I was not sure at all. There we go. Bam. It's been a while since I've actually had to use the fermenter, I think. So, what did I just give it? Did I just give that fluid conduit? That's going to mess up things. Let's fix that real quick. That. Switch that to a energy conduit. Energy conduit. Yes, I have fluid conduits in there I don't need, but I'm not worried about them. And does that have power now? It does. And it is actually making short mead, which is what we want. I don't think this can auto output, so let's actually just go here, do it under fluid conduit, extract it. Guess we'll set it to insert, so it doesn't leave any in the tube. And that should be good. There we go. We already got 4 buckets. And it'll take a little while. I mean, it's not going to take a ton of time. But that is pretty much all you have to do. It's just a simple daisy chain. And it's not pretty at all whatsoever. But like I said, I'm going to get 2 tanks. And then I'm going to pretty much move on to other things. I probably did overkill, to be honest. But I'd rather have overkill. This one is probably going to take a while. I'm thinking here. Boom. I got to stop placing conduits. I'm horrible for that. There we go. Anyway, what I might do here is maybe like a half an hour cut. Because I'm thinking... maybe a half an hour cut is going to be what this takes. I might have to double up these vats. If I did another 4 vats, then 1 cycle would be 1 bucket. And that's still going to take probably about a minute per bucket. And wow, that's probably going to be about an hour. I never even thought of that. I might actually do that though. I might do a cut. I might do a long cut for a change. Usually only do a couple minute one. But come back in a bit, maybe go around, maybe make myself some supper, something to eat. Come back when we have all our fluids. And, I mean, at that point, we should actually be able to make a tank. So, oh, actually, no, we can't. We got to make dimlets first. Anyway, yeah, we're going to do that. So I'll be back in a bit. And okay, it's been about an hour and a half, I guess, since I recorded. And I took a break there. I did stop back a little bit, did a little bit of crafting. I made another creative capacitor bank. There you go. What you think after making so many I'd know. Anyway, and I set up power for my RFTools dimension stuff, so I did do that down here. I just got another wireless set up. It's doing that just so I can give it enough power, because each one of these dimensions that I'm going to be creating is probably going to take about 40 to 50,000 RF. So yeah, we need to deal with that. We're going to make a dimlet, but I'm not going to make one of the dimlets that we actually need. I'm actually going to make UU matter first. And then in between episodes, I'll probably do all the dimlets for all the other ones. I'm just going to show you kind of how I do it. We do need a couple things here, though. Let's go here. We need this controller dimlet single. Pretty sure that makes it so it only has 1 biome, but we'll see. I'm trying to do it in a way that it's not so random, you know what I mean? So anyway, we need some absorbers. Let's grab those. There we go. We're trying to cut out the randomness. I guess we need a liquid absorber is one of the ones we need. And what else did we hear? We need no effect. Let's grab that. I always use that one because, well, it's just nice not having Wither 3 when you walk into a dimension. And yeah, it's not a nice thing. We'll need, what is it, terrain normal. Oh yeah, we need a terrain. Can we do terrain void? No, I want terrain normal. So we'll need an actual absorber. So grab one of those, and I think that might be all we need, actually. So that, the liquid, yeah, that's everything. Okay, so that seems actually really easy. And that should keep it pretty non-random. We could still get, you know, random mobs, we could get random sky, and random other stuff, but stuff that doesn't matter. So we're going to kind of set this up here. I do have fluid placer. And I have a tank. I guess I could just do the tanks directly. Don't even need conduits. I'm bigger than that. Anyway, let's come out here. Let's break a couple pieces of dirt here. Yes, I'm going to use my hand because I've used my draconic. It's probably going to make a massive hole like it normally does. Let's throw this right there. We'll need a piece of dirt here, just a placement block. Throw our liquid absorber. Bam. I'm going to put a hole right here, I guess. I'm going to grab one of these pressurized fluid tanks. I'm going to throw it here. Going to configure it to push. There we go. And that should already start pumping out fluid, right? Let's see here. Yes, it is. It's just happening so fast you can barely see it, but you can see the percentages going up. And that's going to eat about, I forget if it's 100 or 128 buckets. Guess we'll figure it out. Well, see when it happens here. Let's do this. Let's configure this one to push. There we go. And we can just make a tower at this point, right? Configure, push. There we go. And here. And last one, configure, push. Nope. Push. There we go. For this one here, the terrain absorber, we can take that one and just throw it on the ground. It's going to grab terrain normals, which is what we want, because we don't want some of the random stuff that we get. One thing I'm probably going to grab too is, now that I think of it, is no feature. I need an angel block. Let's grab an angel. No, not from there. I don't have any of the system. I never do. I usually leave them where I use them. There we go. Gonna take that. We can just place this anywhere. It'll just float in the air, which is fantastic. This doesn't actually need to touch the water. Oh, did I forget? I need the biome. I need biome ocean. I forgot about that. Let's go. I thought I just made it. Let's go biome ocean. Biome absorber. There we go. Let's grab one of those. Bam. And I guess we can just grab that. Throw that right there. And that one's going to start grabbing the ocean biome, which is exactly what we want. You could also use deep ocean. I guess you could use lakes or something too, but these ones will be better. Deep ocean probably be better, but we got what we got. And what else did we need here? I wanted was no effect and no something else. No feature. There we go. No feature. Can I grab that one? Effect none. Feature none. There we go. Let's grab that. There we go. Boom. Let's go in here. Let's claim this chunk so I can go check the actual absorption of the liquids. And I might do a little cut here, but yeah, just let this going. Because that's going to take 2 or 3 minutes. It doesn't take too long, maybe 5 minutes tops. It doesn't take a ton of time though. I just want to make sure these are all actually going down. That one. Why does it say it's empty, but it's not? Is that moving down? It should be. Oh yeah, it is empty. Why does it show... But it's not empty. I'm very confused. Let's break that one for a second. It seems to be behaving a little odd. Let's put it back down. It is empty. That was really weird. There you go. It's all finished. We'll just grab these. We're going to pick them all up. And get to a tiny bit of crafting. Only take a second or two. Shouldn't take too long. We can grab this terrain absorber. It's 100%. And so is the liquid. There we go. So we do need to craft these into parts for the dimlets. But it's pretty simple. Let's head this way. Go up here. And bam. So here we have our workbench. This is what we're going to work on. We want UU. So let's go to UU. No, not in there. We want to go to UU. We're going to double click that. I have all the parts. I broke down 1,000 of the parcels early, and I have another like 6, 7, maybe 8,000. I have thousands of the things just from doing Enderman all game. Biome absorber. So we need... What was the biome we want? We want ocean. That's right. Let's grab ocean. There we go. Ocean... We want just regular ocean, right? There we go. And that'll give us our ocean dimlet. Let's see here. Effect. Dimlet. That'll be on the end. I'm just trying to figure out the order. That. Because the order does matter. And it'll give you warnings and stuff if you don't do it in the right order. And it won't be exactly how you want if it's not in the right order. But I think this control one makes it so it's a single biome. So that's what I'm hoping for here. And on top of that, what was the last one? Terrain. We want terrain normal. Let's just go to normal. Probably the easiest one. I think that's terrain. There we go. Grab one of those. And I think that's everything we need. So it would be... Oops. I'm clicking the wrong things all over the place. Let's get an empty tab. There we go. Oh, not there. EMPTY. Empty dimension tab. Bam. There we go. And I think the way it goes. Let's go here. So I think it's controller. Then I think it's your liquid. Then I think it's the ocean dimlet. Then maybe terrain normal. Nope. I got something wrong here. Oh, that's not the right thing at all, is it? No, 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 no. We want single. I made the wrong thing. Let's go here. Let's go to single. Yeah, this is the one I want here. How do we make this? We can't make it? Controller single. Is that the one I made? Controller dimlet default. No, we want single. I totally derped. There we go. Let's grab this. Let's grab one of those. There we go. Totally the wrong one. I don't know what I was thinking. I was thinking I was going to be a derp. Let's go. Let's try this again. Controller dimlet. Oh, they are the same thing. Default. Can we change this or something? Huh. Whoa. Why does that make default what I want single? I am confused. Okay. Because that is definitely not the one we want. Default's going to give us the default, right? Let's try making it with the other recipe here. Single. Single. Okay. Oh, that one said default the whole time. I was just... For some reason, it brings up both recipes. We definitely want single, though, so let's grab single. Single. Then I believe the liquid. And then biome ocean. No. Something's wrong. And okay, I think I got it figured out now. I don't need these default ones. They would have messed things up massively. But anyway, it should be controller, dimlet, single. Then your biome, so we want ocean. We want liquid, so we're going to set liquid after the biome. After that, it doesn't matter as much, but I think the terrain is supposed to go here. Yeah, it warns if you don't have the terrain there, I guess, after the liquid. And, yeah, after that, it doesn't matter. These ones could go anywhere you want. And that's pretty good. And that should kill most of the random, effect of creating a dimlet. We could still get some random effects, but we should be able to take that, throw that in here. I am going to have to make some more of these dimension builders. What was the RF cost on that? Maintenance cost. 50,012. It is pretty expensive. It'll just charge up, though. It'll get up to 100%. Once it's at 100%, yeah, it'll just charge up. I forget how much these things hold, but it's a whole bunch. We're not really concerned that much. And, yeah, we should be able to go dimension. And hopefully, if everything went right and we don't get any crazy random stuff, it should be good. But I think the setup will take out the vast majority of the possible randomness. So that is what I was going for. And because it gets a little frustrating when you have to create the same dimension 4 or 5 times because random things happen. The no effect and no feature one cuts out a ton of it. And yeah, the controller I think is supposed to. Don't quote me on that, but I think it makes it so it says, hey, you can only be one thing. Anyway, it's charged. It's good. It's not fully charged now, but we have tons of power in there. I can actually dial that, so let's do that. Go to here. We have a UU. Let's dial that. And let's go. Let's go see our UU dimension. And hopefully we don't die instantly or something weird. I didn't even check to see if my teleporter is charged. Hopefully it is. And okay, here we go. I had a little bit of lag when I first loaded up the world, but it seems to be pretty good now. It's totally just a UU ocean, which is fantastic. I'm curious what material we got down at the bottom. If I can get down there. It can be random. You can change this, I think, by adding a material, but I'm not sure where you would add it. Apparently we got a hell dimension. Did we? Is that what that is? We might get pigs and stuff here. I do see that there's structures. You could turn on no structures, but I don't see the point. You can just go grab the dimlets if you want to. Yeah, in between episodes, I'm going to set up a builder here. And I'm going to make one builder. Then I'll probably multiply them. I'll have to get a matter receiver over here too. And do the rest of my dimensions. So, yeah, this worked out pretty well. I mean, actually fantastic. Yeah, we took out all the randomness and got what we wanted. I'm going to chuck those before I end up using them. And, yeah, if you go to make that single, make sure you don't grab this top one thinking it's the single. I just assumed there was 2 recipes, which is really weird. But at the same time, whatever. All good. And, okay, I'm going to end this one here. Oh, I just noticed the moon. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to end this one here. So, as always, if you guys like this video, please hit that like button. If you really liked it, hit that subscribe button. It's much appreciated. I want you guys all have a good one. I'll see you guys next video. Later.